Good morning. So I'll tell you about this fascinating guy. He came to Sweden from Somalia 11 years ago, right? First I want to talk about monkeypox. Don't you want to know about monkeypox? You see, I'm starting to understand this thing and I want to share it with you, right? The first thing that I understand is this. It's very, very rare. Monkeypox. You find it in West Africa, Central Africa, and it's very unusual. Sometimes they find cases outside of these areas. Very unusual, you see. That's the first thing. And then there's this. Apparently it's hard to diagnose. They often misdiagnose it. So they say, oh, this is the monkeypox, but it turns out to be something else. Yeah. Happens often. And then now we see cases in all these countries at the same time. Yeah? What a coincidence. I saw a list of these countries, and I'm sure it's a bigger list, but these are the countries that I saw. Italy, Germany, Spain, France, Belgium, Netherlands, Sweden, Australia, UK, Canada, United States. Yeah. All at the same time. This very rare thing. They find cases. Weird, isn't it? Yeah. And you wonder, of course, do these countries have something in common? Do they have monkeys in these countries? You know, what's going on here? And it's happening at the same time. Yeah, it's very strange, isn't it? And then it's the report. Yeah, you know, the report that was presented by this big tea manufacturer, starting with the PH. The name starts with the PH, and they produce tea. Yeah? And they presented a report. You know this report. Yeah. Side effects from drinking this special brand. Yeah. And they said, here's the list. And then they said, you can't read it. You will have to wait 75 years before you can read it. You know, that report. In that report, you find autoimmune blistering disease. Yeah. Right. And remember, it's very, very rare, monkeypox. It's hard to diagnose. All of a sudden, it's in these countries, right, at the same time. Yeah, you make your own conclusions about this. Well, it's not hard. No. It's very, very obvious. Yeah. It's like looking at the sun. Yeah. It's right there. If you just look at it, you will see it. Just watch up. You know, look up. You will see it. Right. So here's the story about this guy from Somalia. So he came to Sweden 11 years ago. He was interviewed by tax-funded state media here in Sweden. And it was presented like a sad story, basically. So he hasn't been able to find a job for 11 years. No job, all right? He's a widower. So he's living alone with his 9 kids. And for 11 years, no work. And he's very sad about it, yeah. He says he'll do anything. He can't find any job. He's living in this small town here in Sweden. And they have, of course, the agency, the authorities trying to help him. And they were also interviewed. And they say they are trying everything to find a job for this guy, yeah. And then he said something. He said, he really likes it here in Sweden. Yeah. Sweden is good, he said, because there's no war here. And he didn't say this, but I was thinking, I couldn't help myself. I was thinking, you know, yeah, you have been at home for 11 years and you're doing fine with your 9 kids. Yeah. I'm sure you like it. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. But you know, you're not supposed to have these critical thoughts we have a very special relationship with our politicians, don't we, right? We produce things, we work hard, we pay a lot of taxes, and they mess it up, right? They created this system, and then if you don't like it, like I don't like it. This system, I don't like it. See, I think it sucks. It's wrong. Yeah. Then I am being accused of being certain things. Yeah. And it's a very strange relationship. Just imagine if this was a real relationship. You know, you were living with somebody. Yeah. And this person is pissing on you, and then you complain about it, and then you will have to explain. Yeah. You are the bad one for complaining, right? Of course, that would be an impossible relationship. You would have to leave, of course, or kick the person out, something. But we have to live with these politicians, don't we? Yeah. Seems like we can't get rid of them. So we will have to find out a way to leave them. Yeah, that's the thing. They will be there, you know, doing their thing. And if we don't like it, well, we sort of have to leave them. Yeah. Put a distance from ourselves to them. You see? Because it's a toxic relationship. That's what I'm saying. So, any ideas about this? Yeah. Well, there's a lot of talk about parallel societies, right? Yeah. I don't think it's a bad idea, you know. Parallel societies. Well, we would need to exchange things with each other, right? Maybe we need some currency, right? And just sort of disconnect from them. Yeah. And they can go on with their stuff. And we just strangle our support to them. You know. Yeah. I'm thinking about these things, yes. Because I can't stand this any longer. No, it's just too much. Right. Be good.